वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। शांति शांति शांति। फर्स्ट वर्स, सेकेंड वर्स, थर्ड वाली। ऋतं पिबन्तौ सुकृतस्य लोके गुहां प्रविष्टौ परमे परार्धे छायातपौ ब्रह्मविदो वदन्ति पञ्चाग्नयो ये च तृणाचिकेताः यः सेतुरिजानानाम् अक्षरं ब्रह्म यत्परम् अभयं तितीर्षितां पारम् नाचिकेतगं शकेमहि। अगेन यः सेतुरिजानानाम् अक्षरं ब्रह्म यत्परम् अभयं तितीर्षतां पारम् नाचिकेतगं शकेमहि। नाचिकेतगं शकेमहि। We had seen the first mantra of the third Valli, which told about the Jivatma and the Paramatma. Although there is one consciousness, but how come there is experience of many eyes? Many jivas are there, although there is only one consciousness. So this explains, because of the reflection of the consciousness in the mind, there are many reflecting mediums. Because of the variety of many reflecting mediums, there is a variety of reflected consciousness. But what is more interesting to note is that the reflected consciousness and the original consciousness, although they are at the same place, but they have totally opposite nature. Chaya tapau, like the shadow and the light, they are totally of different nature. You heard yesterday that the Chidabhas is also called reflected consciousness, is another name called Chidabhas. Chidabhas means reflection of the Chit. So the pure consciousness, also word is used for the original consciousness. So that consciousness which is not localized. So one consciousness is with localized, which is through the medium. Other consciousness is without the medium. Therefore the experience of change that you have is the experience of reflected consciousness and not the Shuddha Chaitanya, not the main consciousness. So we saw this we saw yesterday in detail that one Now this question should not be there, that what goes away from the body after death. So after death, the Jivatma goes, not the body, not the Paramatma. Because going is not possible in something which is all pervading. So there is no question of this pure consciousness traveling somewhere. Generally, in general, what Atma word is used, so ordinary person only knows Jivatma, therefore he says that this Jivatma comes and goes. But they don't understand that Jivatma is reflection only, and because it is a reflection, it is not true. Any reflection is not true, like your reflection in the mirror is not true. So that I which you say as my I, that is not true. This is not clearly known. And because my reflecting medium is also not great, so therefore I know myself very, maybe it is blurred knowing about myself, because mirror is not okay. Because of the not having proper mirror, there is a tremendous amount of tamogun, therefore I don't know myself. So this is the detail about the reflected consciousness or Jeev or Chidabhas. These are all the words, different words used from the Jeev. Okay. Now after this portion, the second mantra, as you saw, this will tell about Vidya, Vidya Sadhanam and Vidya Phalam. These three things will be told about that. Now this travels in another body and takes the shape of another body. So Jivatma, not Paramatma. In that where Jivatma is not there, that is called insentient, Jadam. Insentient, where like table is insentient. There is no Jeev in the table to say this is me. But body is sentient. Body is not insentient. When this Jivatma will leave the body, so same body will become insentient. Same body will become Jadam totally. Right now also it is Jadam, but Jadam can be insentient. Insentient, Achetan. Okay, so there are two words. One is insentient and that is Jadam. So Jadam is of two category. Anything inert can be sentient and insentient. So body is inert but sentient. Mic is inert but insentient. Jadam can be of two categories. One is sentient Jadam, other is insentient Jadam. That Jadam which is associated with the Jeev, whom somebody claims as I, is called sentient Jadam. And which is not claimed as I, not as my. Because my you can claim. I can claim this is my mic. But mic, nobody is there, I am mic. I am mic, nobody can say like. He may look like mic, but he cannot say that I am mic. So there are two kinds of Jadam, sentient and insentient. Okay. But the Chetan, please get these points clear, but the consciousness or the Chetan is only one. So after knowing this, let us now go to the second verse. So this Jeev keeps on traveling and keeps on moving Moment the Jeev has gone from the body and there is nobody to say I am the body, then this body will become Jadam, sentient or insentient? Insentient Jadam. Right now it is sentient Jadam. Okay, sentient Jadam. Acha, mind is sentient Jadam or insentient Jadam? Sentient Jadam. Mind is Jadam means inert. It is sentient inert. Mind is sentient inert. Mind is sentient inert. Acha, consciousness is sentient Jadam or insentient Jadam? Somebody said sentient Jadam. I was expecting this answer. Huh? It is consciousness not in the category of Jadam because it knows itself and knows others also. Be alert, keep your mind, heart all ready to receive. Okay, so this portion should be clear. So the distance between RC and OC, the more is the distance, more is the delusion. More you can't come back to OC, that means more is the vikshep and malam. This new word I am using, we'll see sometimes else. Now let us see the story of RC now. What we say, I am moving, I am talking, I am listening, I am hearing, I am sad, I am happy. All this is spoken by the Jeev or the reflected consciousness. Okay. Now this Jeev who is traveling, he can go to two paths. Either he can take the path of Shreyas or the path of Preyas. There are four Purusharth. You have heard. Which one? Arth, Kam, Dharma and Moksha. So four Purusharth are clubbed into two now. Which one? Shreyas and Preyas. Shreyas and Preyas. Don't forget the definition of Shreyas and Preyas. Shreyas means the intellectual conviction that situation can give me complete rest forever. Preyas, this is Preyas. Preyas means the intellectual conviction that there is some person or some money or some situation which can give me that rest and settlement which I am seeking. I have already explained it. And Preyas, this is a Preyas. And Shreyas means that a person knows that no situation can give me rest forever. Everything is for a finite time. After that, thing will slip away. And therefore, complete rest and complete settlement is only in the self or the God. I have already described, so I won't go and elaborate that. Now, in the second mantra, both the paths are mentioned. So, Jivatma has two paths. What are the two paths? Either Jivatma performs Nachiket Agni Upasana. Don't ask what is Nachiket Agni. I have already explained that. Nachiket Agni, you can say actions. He can take the path of Sakam Karma, not Karma Yoga. We are not talking of KY1 and KY2. We are talking of Sakam Karma. Sakam Karma was I am doing the action so that I can get something. Who can get? I can get. It is the action in which my ahankar and my attachment are very important. It is that action where I want to have a bigger ahankar. When you say I want a promotion in my office, so actually you want a bigger I, bigger ahankar. This is samsara. or I want to have a marriage, or I want to have a wife. That means you want a bigger attached object, bigger conducive attached object. Supposing I say I want children also, so you want more bigger attached area. So where your attention is the increment or increasing of the ahankar and the attached point, that is called the life of sakam karma. So outside you won't know what was his intention. Outside actions are not, you cannot know what is in his mind. What a person thinks you cannot know, because mind, many thoughts has gone already. So you cannot make it out. Therefore don't see anybody at a face value. He may be very good from outside, but what he thinks only God knows, or he knows. So a person may be doing puja in the temple, or he may be giving discourses, but he may be highly sakam. And a person may be shooting on the border, and he may be nishkam also. So what is his intention? What is his real thought? You cannot guess. Better don't know that. I told you that Uriya Baba, he did Upasana in Kamakhya Devi. So Devi gave him Siddhi that anybody you will see all his thoughts. So he could see everybody's thought. When he saw everybody's thought, he got so disturbed. Because what people think is horrible, horrible things they think. So he prayed, please take away this Siddhi from me. Because people's thought are worthless, not only worthless, but they are horrible thinkings. Because anybody he saw, thoughts started coming. Like you see a person, he started seeing the subtle body. As you see gross body, you could see subtle body of a person. But still that siddhi remained, by the way. You could still make it out. So I am saying here that what a person thinks, sakam means what? Ahankar expansion, unattachment expansion, desire, yes. Why you want the child? Why without child you can't live? No, because I want to expand. Not that you want to make a child who is worthy of serving the society. That is not my agenda. Wah, wah, wah. It's not my agenda that I'm going to have a child and I'll hand that child to the mission if he's not useless. So that is not the agenda. The agenda is not that I'm going to give to the country, or this is how Sikh community came. The Punjabis were then in India. When these Mughal invasions were those, so one son from the family had to be given for fighting against these Mughals. And these community were called Sikh. Sikh, who were Sishya. So the one who was eldest was given for the army actually. So they were quite a fighter clan. Sikh community came. Guru Gobind Singh. And they were very tall also, and fighter build-up was their body. So, not that I am having my child so that I can, although this is a good purpose, then I can prepare my child well and groom him so that he can carry on some big work later on. I have ahankar expansion and my attachment expansion process. That is why I live for, that is why I am working for. 99.99% work like this only. So among them also some go through legitimate means, some go through illegitimate means. Here legitimate means is mentioned. By which word? Shake mahi. Shake mahi means may we able to know. So we know and we can have one bridge is there. Shakimai. Second mantra, you see Shakimai is there. Acha bhai. So what is that bridge? What is that bridge? This Nachiket Agni, Upalakshan is there. Any upasana you can take. Any kind of upasana, etc. you can take. So this Nachiket Agni is a setu. Setu means bridge. It is a bridge. For whom Ijananam. Ijananam means karma anusthana. Anushthananam. One who are doing anushtan. One who is doing this upasana. One who is doing this ritual. Nachiket Agni ritual who is doing. For them it is said. So they are going to other lokas or some bigger lokas, bigger realm of experience. Supposing somebody says, I am rich. What do you mean by I am rich? Supposing somebody did Nachiket Agni and he got to a very rich house. So what do you mean by that? His attached area, gifted attached area is very big. He can easily say, this is my money, this is my house, bigger attachment. He has more of sense joys. Bigger area of attachment is there, which is not illegitimate. It is a legitimate area because he has got it. And he has a bigger abhiman, gifted eye that I am a rich person. He has a bigger eye, gifted eye, not his imagined eye. Don't say, he is rich. Why? He has been rich because of his karma anushthan, etc. And therefore he has got a bigger eye. Only my father is a minister. His minister is there, so he is there. You cannot say why is he saying like that. He is there. Why? What problem you have then? What problem you have? So if his father is a minister or a politician or a film star or a mathematician, what problem you have now? He has a bigger eye, which he has got from his past birth actions. And somebody is there who is a very poor person. That means his attached area is very gifted attachment is less. There are two attachments. One is gifted, other is not gifted, out of foolishness. So this gifted attachment is bigger. I hope you got the difference. So don't say why should he have sky? He has got that. He has got that. why should you say, why should you disturb him? He has got that. So how he got? He got through this means. Through this ritual what he got. But ritual word is for uplakshan here. Here ritual you may path of prayers. And remember one thing, I'm repeating this. I had told that he has identified with the more pervasive thought. In the past birth, he had done sakam karma, so he got identified to a more pervasive thought. He had a thought of anything he did. Maybe he served somebody, maybe he did some good actions. Because of that, he has a bigger authority, bigger area, bigger commanded people are there. Good body is there. So this is the first. This is one setu. There are two setu. Setu means bridge. One is this setu is there. Second is the another setu. What is the setu is there? Yah setu Brahma Aksharam Yat Param. So for Brahma Gyan, the other one goes through a path of Shreyas. Other one says, I don't want any attachment and I don't want any bigger eye. देखो ये दूसरी बात सुनो, how much distance they are. I don't want any bigger area of attachment. I don't want bigger eye also. Then what you want? Because I know even if I get that big area of attachment, it will all be finite and it will pass away. So what you want? I want that knowledge because of which I will never be in samsara. This is moksha purushartha. So first was artha and kam. So what he does now? He goes for Brahma Gyan. Knowledge of the Atma. Which Atma? न जायते म्रियते वा विपश्चित नायं कुतश्चिन्न बभूव कश्चित्. That Atma, which had 7-8 points. Well, I don't know what 7-8 points are there. Which was consciousness, which was non-modifying. Third, which was not having bhokta and karta. Fourth, which was found in the intellect. Fifth, which was immanent. Sixth, which was durvigyam, difficult to know. Seventh, all pervading. Eighth, in which the world goes. That Atma is my goal. But why don't you go in the situation, and why don't you go for ego expansion process or attachment expansion process through a legitimate means? Because I don't think so I will have a perfect situation. I don't think so I can get that which I am aiming at. I don't think so I have a very big eye, gifted eye. Even if I have, I will have to lose it, and again I have to get it back. Again I have to act. How long I will? There is no settling, permanent settling in any person. No person can give me joy for a long time, and no situation can give me joy for a long time. So everything I will get some mixture is there. Three problem will be there with anything. Dukh mishritatvam, bandhakatvam, and only few are talking. Atripti kartvam. Three problems will be there with every kind of thing. Therefore, I don't know it, don't want. Then where you want? I want that Brahma Aksharam Abhayam Param Titirshatam. I want to Abhayam Param. I want to go to that state of fearlessness. Fearlessness means what? Fearlessness means what? I want to have that state where I will never lose something. Because moment attachment is there, you have the fear of losing that. Rag will be with bhaya. And I will be there then. Fear of insult, I will be put short. I went to somebody's house. So he had 8-9 cars earlier in Indore. And after that he said, I'm very sad. I said, why you are sad? He said, my business has come down. I said, so? Well, I can't afford to have 9 cars now. And then they say, what to hide from you? I said, many things were hiding from me. So he said, earlier I had a lot of money, I could afford to have 9 cars. I said, then, well, now I can't afford, I can sell it. I said, dispose of this car, have 2 cars only. Well, if I dispose it of, what people will say? What they will say, what does it matter? Again, when you have business, again you can purchase. Well, you don't know. Relatives are there, friends are there. 16 years I was having 9 cars, 8 cars. Now I'll have 2, 3. I will have no face. They are not ready to see that somebody sees me small. Ahankar does not want anybody should see me small, especially who has seen me bigger. If somebody has seen me small from the beginning, it was okay, no problem. But somebody saw me bigger and now he is seeing me small, bada kasht hua. I don't know what happened later on to that person. But I used to go there at 12 o'clock. So for food, etc. Food standard also came down. So earlier there was malai and many things were there. Anyway, that is not my problem. But I used to think these people from outside they appear so rich. And in the mission, if you go, in the committee, then they will say, Brahmachari ji, this person is very rich. I think we should get donation from him. And now how should I say? I said, no, I don't think so. You should ask him because he's not doing great. Well, what are you talking? He's not doing great. Big house, you saw him. You saw his big house. You saw the cars. You saw his suit. You saw education of his children. What to say? I will definitely ask. How can I can't ask? He gave 5 years back. Last year also he gave back. 10 people are saying like that. They don't know exactly what is going on. I said, no, just wait. Don't ask like that. We'll discuss on that. Then you ask. Well, no, Brahmachari, you don't understand all this thing. You don't know. Money matters, leave to us. You focus on satsang, etc. Classes you take. I was taking Ishavas. Well, you take the classes. Don't bother about these things. These things is we know better on this area. सुनी नहीं रहे कोई हमारी बात. So outside they had put mask. ये ऐसा काम होता है तो that goes up and down. अब इंद्र did one mistake. Indra did one mistake. What was his mistake? Brahaspati ji came, he didn't get up. Brahaspati ji came, he didn't get up. And offered namaskar to Brahaspati ji. He was seated in quite a high profile society. So he thought, if I get up and offer namaskar to Brahaspati ji, so people will think that Indra is small. Ahankar doesn't want that I should be seen as a small, especially in front of those people who see me as big. Mind's complexity is difficult to fathom. Brahaspati ji got upset. He said, I gave you all the knowledge today. But being a devta, I realized immediately. Brahaspati ji disappeared. Now he ran, but he couldn't get. All the asuras, demons attacked. Everything gone now. Heaven gone. So in one mistake, all your attached object and big I slips away. This American president who lives in a White House, for 10 years they can be in White House. After that they have 5-room apartment or a bungalow, 5-room. Our Prime Minister, President of India, he lives in Rashtrapati Bhavan. So Rashtrapati Bhavan has, I think, 300 rooms, 400 rooms. Not that 3-bedroom and only one has attached bathroom, not like that. And 2 have to share bathrooms, not like that. You see, hundreds of acres of land is there. Theek. How long? 5 years, at the most 10 years. Abdul Kalam after 5 years. After that 4-room. Ekdam se jerk, they would have gotten the jerk out there. So big aham has become a small aham. So these things are very flimsy. Therefore a person has a fear, I may not lose that. So this seeker wants to go through that state which is non-losable. I want a non-losable expanded I. If you want non-losable, then you should know that Brahman alone is non-losable. Every extended I will be contracted in time. And every attached object will be lost. Again, you have to work a lot to get another set of attached object. As long as you are working in the job, you will get the salary. You start working, you will not get the salary. Similarly, as you are doing punya karma, you will keep on getting bigger I and bigger attached object. Moment you stop working or you do something wrong, everything will fall down. Then I don't want all these things if you are going to take it away. Now, if you don't want this, then what you want? I want a permanent I, which I am not losing. Then you have to come to Vedanta class. And this is called Yaha Setu Brahma Aksharam. So, abhayam titirshatam jananam. See, the word here is titirshatam. Titirshatam, Bhashyakari writes, tartum ichchatam. One who wants to cross the ocean of transmigration. I don't want to work too much. Every time I have to work, every time I have to go out, every time I have to, every what is it called? Nobody's, I told one more point, nobody's prarabdha can be good from always. Nobody's fate can be good in all ways. My wife is also good, husband is also good, money is also good, body is also good. Body is also good, and what is it called, health is also good, mother-in-law is also good, father-in-law is also good, mother is also healthy, father is also healthy, grandfather is also healthy, I am also healthy, office is also good, crime is also not there in the city, I am there, house is also good. All thing is impossible. Nobody prarabdha can be 100% wonderful. There will be always something lacking. If it is there, it is for a short time, it is going to be bad. If you had last year was very good, please don't expect this year will be very good. Because the karma phal are well allocated. If yesterday no problem was there, please expect some problem today. Because the fruit of action is like studied like that. So titirshatam param, one who jananam, titirshatam jananam, then what happened? Where they abhayam, so they want to reach that abhayam. Yat aksharam brahma paramam. So for that aksharam brahma paramam, see the word here, aksharam brahma paramam, for that akshar brahma comes. For as what? As alamban. For that akshar brahma comes. Akshar brahma means that which was mentioned as najayate, briyate, etc. So there are two paths for that. Tat gyatum shakemahi. May I be able to know that?